and I go in there, and the first episode is absolute dog water.
Grandpa's blue
I
eyes.
fucking hated it.
Doesn't Kaiba, he buys it and he like rips it in half or
And
something?
he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rips it in half in front of his grandpa, and his grandpa's like, ooh.
Mama.
Bacon cream pies in your mom's eyes. Bacon cream pies all the time.
Nobody seen my shoe.
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm
That's
looking
just a
everywhere.
thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive home.
I think about you, and I have to say,
Have an
it
edible
was
earlier.
hard to leave you
I think I'm
alone.
gonna shit my pants.
Please, God, help me leave you alone. Okay, so straight off rip, so I don't forget it.
Okay.
From Red Dead Redemption.
Yes.
Okay, so Hamish, right?
Okay.
He's the coolest fucking guy. Like Hamish he's the guy that fishes and hunts with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the coolest
The guy with one
fucking-
leg, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the coolest dude. Like your best friend, straight up.
Yeah.
Most genuine interaction. And then I'm playing like the worst honor.
Yeah.
So I go out on a hunt with him, and the fucking legendary boar kills him.
Uh-huh.
It killed him.
I thought
He's in the first game, right?
I don't
Like,
know.
He's definitely there. Like, okay, I think if you play Good Honor,
Uh-huh.
he's there. Like, John gets to meet him. He's
So-
like, yeah, I was friends with your old buddy, Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, I think he still gets killed by the boar though. Because on mine he got killed by the boar,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
trying to remember if he got killed by the boar when I played as Arthur or if it was when I went back later with John. I don't remember.
I know that I've seen the scene where John meets him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he gets killed by the boar, and then I have his horse. Like, I stabled him, but I've
Oh,
got him, like,
Yeah, I've
level
never
4.
gotten his horse.
He gives you the horse, man. That's
That's
awesome.
sick.
Yeah, so Buell, he's one of the best. I had to fucking I got like jumped by a bunch of Murphy broods, and while I was riding Buell, and they fucking killed his ass. They
Fuck.
killed Buell, and I was pissed. So
Did
I
you
had
have any
to.
horse reviver?
No, the horse I did, but it was like one of the times where you can't use it. So I fucking I loaded and just replayed like the last mission because I was
Dude.
fuck that.
I do love that man though. You're right, man. He's got such cool missions and such a cool guy, dude. Just a fucking one-legged man who's like, I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna go out and fish. I'm gonna go fucking hunt bears and boars.
Yeah, he's awesome. He is one of my favorite. Not even one of my. I want to say that he's like my favorite side mission, not like apart from the main missions.
Mm.
Like he's my favorite, 100%.
I like that one a lot. Another one that I really like is the widow in the woods. When you come in as Arthur and you like have to teach her how to hunt and help her.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I think that one replaces Hamish.
Does it?
Yeah, like it didn't.
Oh.
It didn't spawn for me until after Hamish was dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember the timelines because it's been a long time. But I think that's another one that I came back with John, and she was all like talking about some guy, and if she never mentions that it was his friend or anything like that, she's just like some guy came in and saved her and taught her how to do everything, and I was like, holy fuck, that was Arthur.
Yeah. Arthur the man
Such a great
touched
character.
the lives of everybody in the entire fucking. Where are they even? Where is it even set?
It actually goes all over because like they're obviously in fucking Louisiana, and I feel like bits of it are supposed to be like Arkansas because of the mountains and shit, you know? Whenever you're doing like the fucking near the end of the game, you know, when you're going up in the hills and all those hills and shit. I think that's like supposed to be Arkansas. So I think it's just supposed to be like mid Southwest America. But I don't know because
I know
like
that
Coulter,
you're in Virginia at one point.
yeah, it's like all over the fucking place on such a small map. It's really weird.
I
It's
think
like
it's mainly the East Coast though, because you haven't gone. So this is the thing. It's 1899, right? So it's like we only have half of North America at
But-
this point.
Here's the problem. I think Strawberry is in the Grand Theft Auto games, and that's West Coast. I'm
It's
pretty
not full West Coast. It's got to be like, North Dakota or something.
Strawberry? I don't think it's that. I think North Dakota's like Coulter. You know, when you're up in the snowy mountain bits?
It's not West Coast like fucking.
No, it's not like California. It's not like California, but it's like, I think it's supposed to be like Oregon or something. I
What
don't
about
know.
the Great Plains? Where's that at? That's Oklahoma.
That's got to be like Kansas, Oklahoma, yeah. But that's what I'm saying is it's like they really made such it's so crazy because it's not that big of a map, but they really do give you so much of the American continent. It's beautiful. It sucks because Saint Denis is probably my favorite part of the map because I really love the swamps, but I just hate that part of the story so much that it's just like, and what
is
sucks.
it? What is it? La Grasse or La Gras? I want to say it's La Gras because
It's
it's
gotta
like
be.
it's French over
Yeah.
there at Saint Denis.
Yeah, yeah.
So
that's the thing
it's
is like
gotta be La Gras.
yeah, because it's not Saint Denis, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't speak French.
But yeah, I love that. One of my favorite places to go is because I love fishing in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So that bait and tackle shop out there, she's literally everything that you ever would need for fishing. Also, I always thought like the game was kind of fucked, and you'd have to like they don't really know how to, in real life fishing when you throw out lures, you just reel them in because it's got that little thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's not how I fish. I do a whole lot of stuff, man. Like, so different lures, like I do a lot of topwater and I'll do the dog walk thing where that you'll reel slow and kind of go side to side. And what it does is the lure will go.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to, mimic like a minnow.
Yeah. Anyway, I've been fishing like go a little bit and then let it sit, go a little bit and let it sit. And it's not as good like if you just throw it out there and just reel it in.
Yeah.
But kind of slowly, but like a decent speed.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll catch fucking big fish, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
I caught like 3 sockeye just.
Dude, it
2
really,
seconds,
it really has been so long since I've fucking played the game that I don't even remember like what fish are in it. I want to look real quick and see what all states that they say are in it because I'm actually curious.
Yeah, I'm really curious too.
I want to say that there one part of it's supposed to be like Montana, I thought, but I don't know.
I know for a fact Virginia, but that is the only one that I'm not, or that I'm sure of. And then Guarma is one, but that's like not part of the map.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Cuba, I think.
Yeah, it was out there next to
So
Cuba.
it's supposed to be, according to this thing that popped up here, Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, Utah, Arkansas, and Louisiana.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That can't be accurate though, because I'm pretty sure like Virginia is one of them, because they talk about it in dialogue.
Well, they shouldn't mention a real state then, because like Lemoyne is a state and it's Louisiana, and like New Austin is like New Mexico and Texas.
Oh, that's weird, man. They straight say Virginia. I mean, in the dialogue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I don't fucking know.
Obviously, like Virginia is probably the part where you're at, like with the Braithwaites and shit, with all the tobacco and stuff.
Yeah, that makes the most sense, right?
Yeah.
But I think that's in Lemoyne, so that would be Louisiana. Because there's a bunch of plantations in Louisiana, a bunch of. I don't know, dude. I really don't. It's such a good design map, though, that it's like the transition between the different areas is fucking seamless, and it's crazy.
Dude. Yeah, it is.
It's crazy. Oh, man. So I started playing Cyberpunk again, right? And I'm new to it. I just got to Act 2 because the game's got some interesting shit that kind of happens. I don't really want to spoil anything, but I didn't feel like I could really do a whole lot of open world exploring during Act 1. And I don't think that that's supposed to be the way. I think that was just like me. I felt the pressure of the fucking shit that was happening, Like the guy was all like, I need you to meet me here in 3 hours. And I was like watching the clock and I was like, fuck. Like the missions are so engaging that I'm like, fuck, I got to get in there and do it now, And the map, the Night City so far, fucking gorgeous, dude. I mean, like, it's a shitty Neo slum from the future, but it's crazy how detailed it is. And the AI in that game?
What's different about the game, though? Because, like, when it came out, it was kind of a flop, right?
It was broken. That's what's different.
Oh.
Like, whenever I first played the game years ago, all the people would glitch, and, like, you would just glitch out of cars, and, like, it was just, you couldn't play the game. It was unplayable.
Gotcha.
And now it's not. Even on my computer, like 2 years ago, I booted it up, and I was having issues running it on my computer. Now, no problem. I haven't had a single glitch, and I'm, like, 6 hours in the game so far. I'm loving it, man. The combat in that game is fucking phenomenal, Austin. You would love it, dude. The gunplay is great.
Hell yeah.
And one of the things weird about Cyberpunk is the ability, because everybody has cybernetic implants, you can like hack people. So there's a guy, I was pinned down, dude, and he was fucking mowing me and the guy that was with me down, dude. Couldn't do anything. So I hacked him and I turned his eyes off.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
And then we just fucking literally stood up and we're just like, and he died. And then even cooler than that, you know, like have you ever seen RoboCop?
No.
Okay. I think we did talk about that. So there's, you know what mechs are, right?
Like a robot.
Yeah, big giant fucking.
Okay.
So there's a thing in RoboCop's called a moose.
Okay.
It's a big giant fucking gun, basically, that walks around and kills people. They have one of those that they just unleash on me because I was in a room. The game's been out for long enough. I'm not going to worry about spoiling it for anybody. The Emperor of Japan gets assassinated while I'm in the room and I get pinned on it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so then they send in this giant robot and I'm like shooting it and it's doing nothing. And I'm just like, oh, we're going to die. And then I was like, wait, maybe I can try to hack it. And I hacked it and I did this thing, like overheated it and it dealt half damage to it. And I was like, busting.
There you go. Yeah, busting.
Dude, the game is so good. There's like every fucking mission, every combat you're in, every situation, there's 1,000 ways out of it. I mean, it's crazy the amount of options that there is. It literally, every dialogue, it gives you like a string of choices, the backgrounds you have, the stats you have. It's a great fucking game. I'm loving it now. It sucks because I really wanted to play it back then. You know, I wanted to play it because it looked fun. And then I had such a bad experience with it that I just went years without playing it. But then the other day I was watching a video where this guy was comparing the combat from Starfield to Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And I was watching it. I was like, that combat system looks fucking sick, man. You can do all kinds of cool stuff, dude. Like if you're on let's say you're on a balcony above somebody, you can do silent takedowns where you jump down and fucking like slit their throat real quick.
Like fucking Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is because you have all these cybernetic mods, like it gets even crazier than that, dude. It's like, I fucking set off a guy's grenade in his back pocket.
That's sick as fuck.
Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But even crazier is like you can hack into cameras. So like let's say you're trying to get an angle on the guy and you can't really see him, you can hack into a camera over there and then get his ass.
No shit.
It's good. It's good.
Dude, you ever play Max Payne?
Oh, dude, years and years and years ago. I barely remember anything about it. I remember he had a thing with painkillers, that's all I remember.
The only thing, the signature of Max Payne is Deadeye.
Mm-hmm.
You pretty much have Deadeye.
Okay.
From Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
So, but you have to like dive in the air or like slide across a table or something first.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know. You might be able to do it standing still, but I'm not sure. But even in the online, you have the Deadeye.
Gnarly.
Which is weird because it doesn't slow down the screen for everybody else. But
Mm-hmm.
for you, it does. So you technically could just dive out of a building and shoot 10 dudes in the head online.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So, you're not a big Fallout guy, are you?
No.
Okay.
I've never played Fallout, nor have I been really interested.
Okay.
So
they have something that's kind of similar to Deadeye. It's VATS. You know how the VAT system works? You know, like, okay. So, basically, you kind of pause time, just like Deadeye, and you highlight the people, and you can highlight the body part you want to shoot them in and all that, right?
Yeah.
And it's a key function of Fallout. Because the gunplay in Fallout is dog shit, it's always been bad. When they did Fallout 76, because it's an online multiplayer game, VATS doesn't work like it should. It doesn't freeze time. You don't have time to fucking look at everything. So, like, I played it the other day because one of the guys I play D&D with plays it a lot, and I was like, man, I'll get on there and try to play with him. I've got some fucking bear or Yaogwai or some shit was in the woods and coming at me, and I was all like, oh, fuck, I'm going to VATS him. And he's still barreling at me, and I'm like, oh, no!
Shit.
Dude, I couldn't move fast enough.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, and then, like I said, the gunplay is just the worst.
But there was one time in Max Payne 3
Mm-hmm.
when I went to the top of a fucking skyscraper. There's dudes on the ground. There's dudes in the windows.
Yeah.
And these are real players.
Yeah.
And I just fucking dove off of a building in slow-mo and went ding, 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 ding. And just bop, 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 bop. Killed like 6 guys. Fell to my death. And then I watched the, like, fucking kill cam, right? And it's just me, like, just fast as fuck, like, shugga.
Yeah, see, like, that's what I'm wondering.
Like,
what
what
does it
the
look
fuck?
like for other people, you know, when you go into it?
I don't know. It's weird. That's what I'm
weird.
saying. It's like, that's what it looks like. you watch anybody do it, like it gives you like it tells you that somebody's doing it. It's like it does a thing on your screen,
Yeah.
and you have time to like get out of the way or whatever. But if you're just out in the open, like you're a dead man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a question for you while we're on this topic. Give me the worst and the best game you've ever played as far as like the gunfighting mechanics.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, it is. We might not be able to do it off rip, but
The worst and the best. I want to go with the worst first.
okay.
And it's like a gun, just like a first-person shooter, or like just.
I mean, just yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say like fucking. I'm not gonna say like Ratchet and Clank counts. We can't talk about something like that. Yeah, games are supposed to be like FPS type deal.
I think the best would be easier to do.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a bunch of different ways you can approach like best, right? Like you could say something like Battlefield that has really good bullet drop mechanics and stuff like that. I think I would say my best.
Battlefield's a lot of fun. I love it.
My favorite is actually like Borderlands 2, probably. It's not the most realistic or anything like that, but it feels really good in the game.
Skyrim,
the bow and arrow mechanics, yeah.
dog shit.
They always piss me off because
The
every
only
time
thing
I think
like
I've got
about
the
it,
arrow drop figured out,
Yeah.
I'll try to snipe a deer, and it's just like,
way off.
yeah.
The only thing I like about it is that if you hit like a long shot, it's like follows the arrow.
Mm-hmm. What pisses me off though is a lot of times it'll do that and it still misses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just wasted a minute of my fucking time.
Yeah, that shit's hilarious.
Oh, dude. So
Skyrim's got a really bad one, but it's obviously not the worst. There's so many other games.
with Starfield, there's no bullet drop at all.
Okay.
You can shoot somebody clear across the fucking map, dude.
In Call of Duty,
Ass.
there's barely any. Like
Mhm.
you could play the game without using bullet drop. Like you could just pretend there's not bullet drop and it'll still work out for you.
Yeah. I haven't really played anything newer since like Black Ops 2, man. And most of the time when I was playing Black Ops and shit like that, I was playing in like Nuketown. So
Well, the
like that
thing
kind of stuff doesn't matter
is,
anyways.
They don't make maps big enough
Yeah.
to have bullet drop anymore.
Yeah.
Like in the older games, the maps had large spots where there's like, okay, obviously there's going to be snipers around this area.
Yeah, like the array map, you know, remember that one where you could like pop out a window and you'd see everybody down the fucking map? It was great.
Yeah. Summit was a really good one. But anyway, so there was different maps where it's like, okay, there's obviously going to be some snipers on that enemy team. But now it's just like we're just playing Nuketown on every single map.
Yeah, it's
And
shotgun
individual.
claymore fucking battle.
That's all it is.
I haven't played any of the new Battlefields. I've been thinking about playing Battlefield 1. It's on Game Pass.
Battlefield 1's good.
But I've
5 is
watched
better.
a lot of the videos, and they look phenomenal. I mean, the maps are big enough that people can get jets and fly jets around, you know, so they have to be pretty
Yeah.
sizable.
Battlefield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I've played, me and Dustin were playing 5 like on a daily.
yeah.
But yeah, and then I played 5. I've been playing 5 for a long time. I played it when it came out. I played it with my brother for a while. And, you know, I've been on and off on that game, but it's phenomenal. Honestly, like, yeah, the bullet drop is great. You know, it really depends. Like, you can shoot somebody from a mile away if you want to, but you gotta fucking aim.
Yeah,
that, you know.
Yeah, but I like that because it makes it challenging. You know, and there's like sniper only games where that stuff is really a big deal. You have to like watch the wind sock and everything.
Yeah.
And I love that because it actually makes it challenging. You can't get an 8-year-old with a fucking, you know, sniping you with a fucking ACOG from across the map or some bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
You know something that I want to see? So, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the modern war games, you know, like Modern Warfare, anything like where it's like urban warfare type stuff. Really annoying.
Yeah, me either.
I'm a big fan of World War II.
Yeah.
Love World War II games. World War I looks so amazingly interesting the way they did the like 1914, you know, I want to play. But I want to see them do either a Korean War or a Vietnam game where you're in the fucking swamps.
They do Vietnam Wars.
I haven't played one.
Vietnam's a big one though, like Black Ops 1, Vietnam.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's not like
Vietnam was it's featured in a lot of games though.
I know, but I think I want to see it better. I want to see a game
Yeah,
where
it
you have to
definitely
like
needs to be better.
you have to worry about all the traps and shit that
Yeah,
are set
yeah,
up
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
You know, like
It definitely needs to be better. Like Black Ops 1 obviously is like it's just a Call of Duty game. Like you're just fucking
yeah,
you could
and
just spray and
it's
pray
crazy because
and
I
get
never even
through.
really think about it being a Vietnam. Every time I think about it, I think about like the Cuba missions, and I think about you being in fucking Siberia and all that.
It's
you know?
weird, yeah. It's weird cuz you go through like it's the Cold War but also then Vietnam.
Yeah,
I think it's Vietnam at the beginning and then like years pass and then Cold War. But Black
yeah,
Ops 1 is like technically you're just sitting in a seat the whole time. So it's just
yeah,
memories of
yeah.
different shit that you've lived through.
Strange.
Yeah.
Have you ever played any of the old Medal of Honors back on PS2?
Mm-mm.
They were really good. Frontline is always going to be one of my favorite games, I think, forever as far as like a FPS. I'm not going to say the mechanics are really super great because it is an early game, but one of my favorite things about it is that they did the M1 Garand the right way. If you got 3 shots left, you're not reloading. You're firing those 3 shots before you're fucking reloading. And they got the ping.
Yeah.
And yep, I love it. It's the most beautiful sound on the face of the planet.
Yeah.
And then they did.
What sucks though, like I imagine like in real warfare,
Mhm.
you're not really paying attention to the ping. But if it's just one guy, you are paying attention to the ping.
Oh, yeah.
Because the ping happens, you know he's out of ammo.
Yeah, the ping's a big deal.
That's a big deal.
There
dude.
were, so I'm sure you know, but there were people who would keep empty clips on them on purpose and they would just toss it at the ground to make it ping. So people would think they were out and they would pop up and get them.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. But what I was saying, Rising Sun, dude, they did a great part because Rising Sun is the Japanese side of the war front, and you're like in the Philippines, dude, guerrilla warfare in the fucking Philippines woods, and it's horrifyingly scary because these motherfuckers pop up out of nowhere. Great game. I mean, it is PS2, so, you know, physics is not the best and all of that, but, like, it's great, dude. And I think, if I recall correctly, you're at Pearl Harbor, and you have to fucking survive. Like, there's, like, a fucking 45-minute long mission where you're just trying to get off of sinking boats, dude.
Jesus.
It's gnarly.
That's terrible.
It's good, man. It's really good.
That's awesome.
I love the Medal of Honor stuff, man. I feel like
Fucking,
they did a good job.
Gun is a phenomenal fucking
Mm-hmm.
shooter game like that. I mean, it's literally like it goes toe to toe with fucking Red Dead. Like it's, I mean, nostalgia
Mm-hmm.
is a big part for me on that. Saying that,
Yeah.
Red Dead obviously is a better game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It came out fucking 20 years later, but I mean, it's gun open world, fucking same shooting. I mean, it's got like decent shooting mechanics, fucking phenomenal story. So yeah, it's great. Call of
Okay.
Juarez is another one.
I've heard of that one. They did like 3 of them, right?
Yeah, I think so. They're
Yeah.
they're like meh, but they had good stories.
So one of my favorites, especially from a nostalgia, and you don't really see a lot of people talk about it, was Resistance, Fall of Man. You're like World War II, and then fucking aliens come down. It's the Chimera. But the thing that was so cool about it for me, it was one of the earlier PS3 releases, and it was one of the first times I'd ever played a game with smart AI, where they like wouldn't just stand there
Yeah.
and let you shoot them. They were hard to kill, dude. They were behind cover all the time. And like being me coming from games like, you know, Medal of Honor and shit like that, where the enemies were kind of stupid, were easy to kill. I'm like, all right. Where's he at? When's he going to pop out? And he would dip
Dude.
down and then he'd pop up 3 windows over and start fucking shooting my
weird.
ass. They were smart as
That's
fuck.
cool.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. You ever play that?
No, but I've heard everybody loves it, but every time I look at the game, it just looks like a cringe fest.
It I don't know, but I played the third one. And I was never able to cuz I don't know if it was my fucking TV
Mhm.
or if I was doing something wrong, but there's this guy who he's completely invisible.
Yeah.
It's not even like he has that little blurry thing. He's just doesn't exist on the screen.
Jesus.
And then he has like poison, and he's in the trees, and he just goes around, and then he fucking stabs you and poisons you. He's completely invisible. You can't shoot him.
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck are you supposed to do?
Dude.
And I couldn't figure it out. And I literally played that game for like a month trying to figure that out. Died every single day, and I was like, I'm done.
You said Gears of War, right?
No, Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, I got the 2 mixed up. My bad.
With Snake.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking about Gears of War, man, because every time I see it, it looks like fucking Warhammer 40K, you know, like they got the fucking big guns
Yeah.
with a chainsaw on the end.
Yeah.
Big cringe
Gears of
fest.
War is bad.
Looks bad. Everybody loves it, and they keep making games.
Well, it's the same thing. Like Halo.
Halo,
I don't know. I'm not
So
a big Halo guy either.
I liked Halo a lot, and this is coming from somebody who never had an Xbox. The only time I played Halo was in multiplayer at school on the computers, and I loved that. It was great. I thought.
I played it at like my buddy's house who had
Yeah.
Xbox, and that was the only.
I've never played the story mode. I think what a lot of it is people who had an Xbox instead of a PlayStation, and they were just like trying to validate the
That's
fact
the
that they
thing,
didn't
yeah.
have a PlayStation.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing: what is the what were the PlayStation exclusives back in the day? God of War was one of them.
Gran Turismo was the like big one. That was their showcase every time that they had an advancement for a PlayStation game for the physics engine. Like whenever the PS2 came out, like one of the first games they dropped was Gran Turismo 3. That was how they showed off how good that the physics engine was.
At the same time with like Halo and stuff.
Yeah.
The same time frame.
Yeah. As far as FPS, I don't know. I think Medal of Honor was a Sony exclusive. Let me look. No, that's not true. That's not true. I know.
What
it's
about
not.
the Spider-Man ones?
That has to be because Spider-Man was owned by Sony, so that has to have been Sony exclusive.
Okay.
I
I want to say that Xbox had those.
They may have. I don't know. I really don't
I
know.
know that they don't now. All the Spider-Mans that come out now are only on PlayStation.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I know is that Bethesda, who makes like Fallout, Starfield, Elder Scrolls, and all that, they're owned by Microsoft now. So I don't know if all of that's exclusive in the future or what.
Yeah, Microsoft shit. There's some guy who was fucking making AI robots and shit, and he like got fired or something. They were saying, I heard this on a podcast. That might be completely fucking wrong, but they're saying that this guy like was breaking like the AI rules, like he's making dangerous shit.
Yeah.
And then he got fired.
Hey, good.
And then, and then Microsoft picked him up.
Oh,
so now what?
Yeah, he's gonna design good AI for video games. I hope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Right?
I would love to play a game that has like, like that's the thing. We keep making all these smart AI like ChatGPT and all that. When are you gonna make good AI in a video game?
That's true.
Like instead of having a fucking, I don't know. I guess there's only so much you can do with dialogue because voice actors. The thing I don't want is I don't want them to have like AI voices for characters. But like if they had robots in the game with AI voices, I wouldn't be mad about that.
Oh, you know what else is weird? You know the fucking who's that guy? Who's that guy that is in Black Sheep with the rocket launcher?
Oh, Gary Busey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has that video where he talks about the fucking buttered sausage and shit. You've seen that?
He's a crazy man.
Okay. That was AI. It wasn't him.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, is that not illegal?
It definitely has to be. But I mean, it's totally on brand for him though. So it's like
it is. Yeah, but that's kind of weird. Like they can just do AI for anybody and do whatever you want.
Yeah, and it's not even just like it's not even just the voices. They were doing. You want a fucking. You can go on some of them and be like, I want furry hentai, but I want it drawn like a Jackson Pollock painting, and they'll fucking do it. They've found a way to fucking replicate paint styles and animation styles. Like, it's fucking ridiculous how much the AI can do. Like, it's not really scary so much. It is just offensive. You know what I mean?
It is offensive, yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I'd be kind of mad.
I would be livid. Everybody that has their shit, there was a big uproar about it years ago. Probably 2 years ago, like right around COVID time, when the AI first started really picking up.
And obviously, like, it was a big deal during the fucking strike, the writer's strike or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
well, the thing that was happening was a lot of these artists, they make money from commissions. People hit them up and they're like, hey, I love your art style. Can you paint a picture of my daughter? Well, and, they charge like $300-$400 for that because it's not a fucking easy thing. It takes them days. They have to buy the materials. They have to fucking, I mean, like, they've done the time. They're artists. They need to get paid.
Yeah.
And then there's people who are all like, why would I pay this artist on Instagram $400 for this when I can go hit up this AI thing, pay $9.99 a month, and have it shit out pictures left and right in his art style?
Yeah.
And that's what was happening. And it got to a point where that, like, official, like, big YouTubers, TV shows and stuff were using the AI to get, like, posters for the wall and stuff that looked like other people's art styles. And they were like, whoa. And then there was a problem even with, there was a Magic the Gathering card that got submitted a while back. And an artist looked at it and said, that's identical to a piece that I had done. Like, identical. And they did an overlay. And what the guy had done was, I guess he used AI to generate, like, their poses and shit. and he just altered them slightly, submitted it, and it actually got put on a Magic card, and he got paid for it.
No shit.
And that was a big deal. Yeah.
That sucks.
Dude, like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. AI.
How long is it going to be until you can just fucking have the AI write you a song? You know what I mean?
I think you can already.
I know,
mean,
but
they've
like,
been doing like dog shit for a while, but
yeah, but that's what I'm saying is like, how long is it going to be before you're all like, I want you to fucking compose me a Mozart piece, and I want
it's
it.
already out, Billy.
Yeah, but it's not going to sound good. Is what I'm saying.
Dude, Spotify Wrapped. Have you done yours?
No, I haven't used Spotify in a long time.
Oh, what do you use?
I use YouTube now, and the main reason I did that was
YouTube Music.
I just use YouTube
Oh,
because that I just couldn't afford to pay for all the different ones,
but like,
and I watch a fuck ton of.
if you're driving like 30 minutes in your car, like you have to look up a video every time.
No, I listen to albums, so I'll just look up like fucking full album, whatever album I want to listen to, and then I'll just put it on play.
Wild, man.
Yeah.
So not a Spotify Wrapped guy.
No, because it's just
Oh man.
that, and I like a lot of live performances, man, and it sucks because
I mean, Spotify. Like, I don't support Spotify because they don't like their artists. I mean,
well,
but
like the thing was, man, was like I made the decision I only wanted to pay for one of them, and I watched so many video essays, and I watch a lot of races on YouTube, and I hate ads. And what I hated was I would be watching like a 24-hour race, like I was watching Le Mans. Every fucking 8 minutes, an ad would pop up, and I was like, okay.
well,
I'm
yeah. I mean, you have to have
paying
Spotify Premium.
No, I'm talking about on YouTube.
Oh,
And that's the thing is I would rather have the YouTube Premium so I can watch the videos and listen to the music.
Yeah. How much is the premium for YouTube?
It's only It's like only $2 more than fucking Spotify.
Yeah.
You know?
YouTube Music is huge. I mean, a lot of people are using it.
Yeah, I've never even tried using the YouTube Music app though. That's the thing. I guess I need to try it. I just use the regular YouTube, man. Or
yeah, I would get the app. I mean, if you have the subscription, I would definitely get the app.
I don't know if it includes YouTube Music though.
Uh.
I don't know anything about it, dude. It might. I'll have to look it up.
Anyway, do you want to try to guess what my top artists are? Or?
Sure. I'm gonna say number 1 is probably Pine Grove.
Okay.
I'm gonna say number 2 is probably Ice Cube.
Nope.
No.
Hold on. Ice Cube? I don't listen to Ice Cube that much.
I thought you did.
That's crazy.
The
artists that I have showed you this year specifically are on there. The big ones.
So it's Def Heaven for sure.
I don't know if they were on there.
No?
Hold on, I have to fucking find my Wrapped.
Is Tiger's Jaw on there?
Nope.
Oh, man.
These are like from years ago that you're talking about.
I don't know, man. Thinking about the stuff that is Modest Mouse on
there. MF Doom is number 2.
Okay.
Pine Grove's number 1.
Yeah, I figured that, yeah.
Pine Grove, MF Doom, Ramones. That was a huge one.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the last 2 were. But I posted on my Facebook, I guess, so I could find it there.
I'm going to go download my Spotify and check it.
Well, it's only going to do stuff that you've played.
Well, it's only been a couple of months since I quit Spotify.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let's do that. Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's pretty basic. I would say they're right on point what my top artists are. But I mean, obviously they have the analytics, so they don't fucking guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Pine Grove, Ramones, MF Doom, Kings of Leon,
Okay.
Third Eye Blind.
Okay.
Is that my top?
I didn't think you listened to that much Third Eye Blind. That's actually surprising.
Yeah, it's weird.
So if I had to guess mine without looking, I'm going to tell you ISIS is probably my number 1.
Okay.
Probably also in my top is going to be like Neurosis.
What about Acid Bath?
Acid Bath was the only thing that was in my Wrapped in 2021.
Yeah, I want to say Acid Bath is your 5th.
I haven't listened to them that much lately.
Yeah, but it's a whole year, so.
Yeah, I know. No, let me go. It's still downloading, so this is going to take a second.
dude, we're gonna do motherfucking Christian Spotify Wrapped.
I played 1,391 songs.
Okay, how many minutes do you have?
See. There was one song that really connected.
Yeah,
You're never gonna believe it. It was The Beginning and the End by ISIS. I played it 48 times.
Okay. Dude, oh.
I had room in my heart for more than one favorite.
There's one, I forgot to tell you this, but there's one, Weird Al. Sorry.
No, that's solid. Okay, my top 5 songs. Are you ready for this? The Beginning and the End by ISIS. Carrie by ISIS. Healer by Torch. Wait by ISIS. And Chump Chance by Big Business.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Chump Chance. Dude, I listened to that song on repeat.
Bunch.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay.
So let me see.
I'm pretty sure you played Healer by Torch on the pod, too.
Yeah, they're so good. So good, dude. They're all in my library already, so eat shit. Time is a construct, but I listened for 13,974 minutes.
It's baloney.
How what did you get?
48 or something.
48,000?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Levi got 199,000.
Yeah.
And Josh did the math, and he said it's like over 8 hours a day.
Jesus.
And I was like, what are you doing? You just have a separate phone that you're playing Spotify all the time? Like on a charger?
Dude, see, like, that's the thing that I don't know, man. Because, like, if I'm on my computer at home, it's always YouTube. It's never Spotify. The only time I listen to Spotify really is when I'm in the car. You know?
I can't believe mine's not that high because when I get to work, I put on Spotify and I don't turn it off until I leave.
That's crazy that his was bigger than yours.
So that's like 8 hours a day.
How many artists did you get? Do you remember? Because I have 349 artists.
90.
Nice.
That's crazy. 349? That's awesome.
I'd be listening to a lot of shit,
I think
dude.
I got 90 genres.
Oh. Yeah, but their genres on here are not right.
Yeah.
At all.
I can't remember how many.
I'm in the top 0.5% of fans for ISIS.
I'm in the top 0.1 for Pine Grove.
Hell yeah.
And I have been in the past like 5 years.
Hell yeah, dude.
Every single year it's 0.1%.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
My number 1 album for the year was fucking Oceanic.
That's the one with the whale on it?
No, Oceanic's just an ocean.
Oh.
Yeah, my number 1 was ISIS. Come on, who else was it? Come on, hit me with it. Who else was it? Oh, it's dog shit. My number 2 was Baroness.
Okay.
Very predictable.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 3 is Mastodon.
Mastodon?
Yeah, I'm the most basic human being on the face of the planet, dude. Number 4 is Gojira.
Okay.
Taking a minute. Number 5 was Conjurer. But it's actually not. It's actually Conjurer and Pigeon. But whatever.
Oh, it's both.
Yeah, because I listened to that fucking album on repeat. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts on here, too. I listened to almost 300 minutes of Bart Ehrman's Misquoting Jesus podcast, which is a really good podcast. Highly suggest anybody who wants to listen to some religious stuff from a guy who's an expert.
I was in the top, or my top podcast was Puck Daddy.
Yeah.
So it's just a hockey podcast. And they found me because they only had like 1,000 people who like their top podcast was Puck Daddy.
Yeah.
So they messaged me. They were like, thanks so much for being the top.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's sick, man. Like, we got 7.
Hell yeah.
That people that we're their top podcast.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? I mean, I imagine though, like it's probably people who don't listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's just like they've listened to us one time or something.
Yeah. What was your top genre?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to like actually try to pull mine.
Mine was sludge metal because I'm predictable.
Mine was rock. But it's not actually. Yeah.
I know. Because like, what sucks is that. So they'll say that later Mastodon albums, they'll count that as sludge metal, right? Even though it's not. It's progressive. When you listen to it, it's just not anymore.
Yeah.
Or like they'll call Oceanic by ISIS a sludge metal album, and it's got some elements, but it's definitely post metal. You know what I mean? I can't believe Neurosis didn't make the list. Honestly, I listened
that would make
to
sense too.
through Silver and Blood on fucking loop.
Here's the thing, though. I was gonna say about what did you get a message from an artist?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. So I don't know, but I got a message from the guy from Third Eye Blind. Like they all recorded messages to their fans or whatever. Not personalized, but everybody got the same one. But, anyway, Weird Al, his message was, and I saw this on the internet, but if you were like the top person to listen to Weird Al, then you get the message, and his message was, yeah, apparently people are still listening to my shit on Spotify, and I probably grossed $12 off of this. So thank you for allowing me to buy a sandwich.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, Weird Al, fight the power.
You see, that's the thing that's really crazy is I want you to think of the fact that Baroness is my number 2, but I also have 3 vinyls and I just listen to them all the time, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like that's the thing is...
like MF Doom probably would have been my number 1 because I bought their vinyls.
Exactly. Yeah, that's I really hate the fact that nobody makes money.
Yeah, no. But the thing is, like, Spotify does. A lot.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that the bands actually make more money on YouTube because that they have their own official pages. You know what I mean?
But here's another thing, though. You got to think. Now, they're not paying out anybody for anything. But, like, Billie Eilish, she has, like, 10 trillion views on one song.
Yeah.
So the payout for that is...
It's something, yeah.
More than it would put the company down if they had to do it for her and then Michael Jackson and then Drake.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so what you're saying is they didn't think their business model through at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they have a fucking .00875.
Stupid. And the other thing that sucks, too, is everybody...
Because she's probably still making $300,000 off of one song.
Yeah.
From Spotify.
Well, the thing is that you don't make money through music anyways. Everybody knows that. You make money through touring and merch. And what sucks is that nobody who fucking listens, like you could be in the top 0.1% of these fucking bands, and most people don't have a single bit of merch for that band. They've never seen them live. They don't support them in any way. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like with Pine Grove, you're in the 0.1%, but you also have like 20 of their fucking albums on vinyl. And like that's the thing.
Yeah.
I've
also gotten some shirts from them. Which is, I don't know what it is. But they're one of the bands that, you know, obviously just fucking locked in.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I think that every band that's in my top 5 is bands that I've been listening to for years, and they've been them. Like Mastodon used to be my number 1. Mastodon was my number 1 for like 5 years, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy
I'm surprised that Pine Grove was my number 1 this year.
Really?
Because I didn't listen to them as much as I normally do.
Yeah.
But I still got that fucking 0.1%,
hey.
dude. Baby.
That's what's up, dude.
It's fucking weird.
I'm happy that I made it in the 0.5 for ISIS, a band that is dead and doesn't care at all. So, amen.
I mean, you did it with 13,000 minutes, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's because
that means you probably listened to it for like 8,000 minutes.
So, just the beginning and the end, I had like 700 minutes of listening time on. I love that song in particular so much. I will literally start that song over just so I can hear the intro. I love the bit where it goes from that and it comes in with that and then it just goes right back in that little 7/8 that comes out of nowhere and it feels really weird, and then the drums crash in and everything comes in, and I could literally just start the song over again and just listen to that. It's the best intro I've ever fucking heard to a song, dude.
You want to roll into Song of the Week?
Yeah. I would like to
do... You want to do that? Yeah.
The
game show thing?
Yes. Okay. I'm only going to pick 5 of them.
Okay.
And
game show ranking.
Yeah. Okay. And what we want to do is I'm going to show you 5 different Transformers openings. I'm going to show you the whole opening, and I'm going to leave it in because I can't imagine they're going to copy strike us for a 30-second intro.
Yeah.
To a fucking thing. And of course, the reason it's Gideon's obsessed.
And if they do, then I'll just fucking take it down.
Yeah, I mean, whatever we put up, it's going to get copy struck in fucking Belarus, Russia, anyways.
Yeah. So. We don't like your content.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, it's just us. They don't like us.
Hey, man, we didn't do anything.
Yeah, Russia.
I didn't speak out about how you guys are horrible tyrants that are destroying the entirety of Eastern Europe.
Yeah, why are you doing it?
I can start.
He could. It's not going to really.
It's not going to do anything. Nobody.
At
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. It's not like I could possibly make Putin look worse.
Yeah, I mean, and you're only going to have fucking 62 people hear it, so.
Yeah. But hey, the good news is we might have a fucking KGB guy start following us around now. So.
Hey, that'll be nice.
That's free clout.
It's not very good.
Okay. So.
Does he follow us around, or does he just kill us?
They just follow us around and beat. No, they follow us around in a car and beat off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna go with not the classic intros.
Okay, so explain the game show.
I'm gonna play 5 Transformers themes, okay, and I'll show you the video. And I want your opinion on the song and the animated intro. And then once they're all done, I want you to rank them 1 through 5.
After they're all done.
After they're all done.
Okay. Let me get.
You need a piece of paper?
Yeah, let me get some paper.
Okay. We'll take 5 real quick. Okay, so for our first one that I have here, we're going to look at the Beast Wars opening from Season 1.
Right, yes.
Okay? Let me know whenever you are ready.
Run it. Part where he fucking well, the first one, the dinosaur one, that one was really bad. But then the fucking rhinoceros.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
That shit.
So I want to say 2 things really quick. Number 1, this is one of the first fully CG television shows that were made only for kids. It was one of the first. So that's a big deal. Number 2, every one of the toys released looks identical to what you see in here. They actually did a phenomenal job. Gideon has the purple, that's Megatron, the purple dinosaur, and he has that, it looks exactly like that. Which is, doesn't look great, but still, they did a good job making it look like the toys on the TV.
Yeah. So we're rating the music and the video just as a whole.
Yeah, as a whole. If you saw that, did it make you want to watch, if you were a kid, did it make you want to watch that show? And then think about the music. Do you think it fit the theme?
Okay, first off, I want to say Beast Wars as a whole, as an idea, I don't really like it.
Okay.
Just because it's like actual animals turning into robots. So it's like that whole idea is kind of fun. But I probably want to put this one at 4 for now. It could possibly go.
I think that they did a really good job with the music actually fitting the primal theme. You got like the really shitty jungle drums going on,
Yeah, but it's all like programmed, it seems.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to have like that whole like cyber, they're Transformers.
I'm going 4.
Oh, I agree. It's rough.
It's rough.
Okay, so I think they changed it for season 2, and there's a couple other ones.
The numbers are just backwards on the screen. I'm gonna leave it. Fuck it.
That's fine.
What is this one?
The next one that we're gonna do is Beast Machines. It's a follow-up to that. It's got the same characters. And this one's 31 seconds. Oh no, it started playing.
Okay. I want to go. That one was way better, honestly.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot better. I actually could imagine myself trying to watch that when if I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I want to probably put it at 3, and I'm going to change these all at the end.
Yeah,
but
that's fine.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there was some definite budget increases for sure going into that. Like the audio quality.
The audio quality is good. The I think the CGI was better. Is there like a difference in years?
Yeah. So I think there was either 2 or 3 seasons of Beast Wars, and then this is a continuation of the same story arc. It goes into Beast Machines. So it was like 3 years later, and obviously the Beast Wars was a bit of a gamble for them because it was a reboot of the Transformers toy line here in the U.S. And so they didn't have a whole lot of money to throw into it because Transformers weren't selling very good. And I think what happened was people started buying the toys and they had more money, so they came with Beast Machines to make it look better, make it sound better, and make kids want to buy the toys more.
Yeah.
You know. Now
Gideon's a big fan of the Beast stuff, huh?
loves it. He's got Optimus Primal. He's got that's the new one. He's got it from the Rise of the Beasts. He's got a real Megatron.
What is he? What beast is he? Optimus.
He's a gorilla.
Okay.
But the thing that's kind of messed up to me with the Beast Wars, Beast Machines thing is all the animals are the same size. So it's like, what fucking planet are you on where the gorilla's the same size as a T-Rex and also the rhino? But he doesn't know it yet. But I got him from Beast Machines. I found a real one at the vintage stock.
Oh,
it's a actual original inbox Cheetor.
That's
big Cheetor
awesome.
one.
He's gonna fuck it,
dude. I'm excited. It's huge.
He's gonna fucking
huge.
shit on it or
it's
something.
huge, and it's got batteries in it. Lights up, talks to you, does all of the things, and it transforms. It's so cool.
That's crazy. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited for him to get it.
What's the next one?
So for the next one, we're gonna see a return to 2D, and this is the beginning of the Unicron trilogy. This is Transformers Armada. There was some stuff that happened in between Beast Machines and this, but I don't care about them. The Unicron trilogy is what I watched when I was growing up, and it's amazing. You ready?
Yep. Very sick.
Yeah, I mean, big return to what you think of when you think of Transformers.
Yeah, that's definitely familiar. That's what you are looking for. I love the fucking animation.
I'm a
phenomenal
huge fan of it. It's beautiful, dude.
The song is a banger.
And it even has like the throwback to the original Transformers theme. You know, it's everything about it was recognizable. You could show it to anybody, and they would be like, "That's Transformers."
Yeah. So I'll go number 2 on that one.
Okay. So next up, we're gonna switch into Energon, Transformers Energon.
Does it tell you the years that these?
No, but
what year that is?
Give me 2 seconds.
Is it the 90s?
No. This was the 2000s. The Beast era was, I think, 90s. Because, the first Beast Machines or Beast Wars was 96. So the year I was born.
96.
And Beast Machines came out in 99.
99.
Okay, so you got 3 years. And then there was some other stuff that happened here with Transformers Animated, which I was not a big fan, or Transformers Robots in Disguise. Unicron Trilogy Armada came out in 2002. Yep. And then the next one that we're about to look at here, Energon, is 2004. Now, something interesting happens now, and they decided to mix 2D animation with CG.
Okay. What's it called?
Energon.
All right.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in disguise.
Transformers. Energon.
Transformers.
Is that Peter Cullen?
I don't think Peter Cullen is in these.
Oh, okay. I think it's really cool that they implemented that voice line.
Mhm.
I think the song is better.
Mhm.
The animation, initial thought, I was like, nah, it's not as good as the other one that we just
Yeah.
watched.
But the CG's way better than anything
It's-
from the other ones.
It's cool. It's cool. That's a tough one. It's either gonna be first or second. I want to put it at a tie for number 2 right now
Okay.
with Armada. Let's go for number 3.
All
Or
right.
the last one.
This last one is Transformers Cybertron. And this is the one that I had the most exposure to as a child. I actually owned several of the toys from this.
So let's just get this out of the way. I am not going based off nostalgia or anything. I haven't seen any of these, nor have I seen any of the shows. So I didn't watch any of that when I was a kid. So this is just first impressions.
Hell yeah. All right. This is Cybertron.
Our worlds are in danger. To save them and the galaxy, we must find the 4 cyber planet keys before the Decepticons can use them for evil. It is our mission. Hotshot, Jetfire, Vector Prime, Landmine, Scattershot, Optimus Prime, transform and roll out.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots, Decepticons. Transformers, robots in disguise. Transformers, Transformers. The Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons.
That one's clearly the best one.
Yeah,
Easily the best one.
dude.
It's hilarious. You can tell the time. Like, but you got fucking Marky Mark in the background.
Yeah. It's so funny because he ended up being the face of Transformers, actually, for years.
Yeah.
It was terrible, but
That's funny. But yeah. Yeah, the song actually the video and the song went better together.
Mhm.
Like when the song moved forward and hit like the impact, the dynamic of the video changed.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that was something different that didn't even happen in the last one. So I'm gonna go definitely Cybertron number 1,
Mhm.
100%.
I love that they did the roll call and the recap too. It gives you the whole story.
And then I want to go Armada number 2, Energon 3, Beast Machines 4, Beast Wars 5.
Hell yeah. So
That's my list.
pretty much chronological except for the Armada Energon.
Yeah.
I think Transformers belongs in 2 dimensions. I think that the art style is just too good to try and do, and the CG never quite makes up for it,
Yeah.
But hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna tell you straight up that this was how I would do it, how I would rank it. Cybertron is always my favorite. There's a 2-minute 43-second extended version of the song, and Gideon listens to it non-fucking stop, dude.
Here's a question though. Do you think that this is how it is popular to do you think this is how people would rank it? Most
Yeah.
people.
I would say that the
'Cause,
vast majority of people
This
don't
is
even
probably
know.
the most popular version of Transformers of the ones out of all of
Yeah,
these.
I would say most people prior to they did the Rise of the Beast and they brought the Beast Wars and everything back. most people, if you showed them those toys, they wouldn't have even known that they were Transformers.
Yeah.
I think most people wouldn't even fucking know that the Beast Transformer thing even existed.
Until these movies that just came out.
Yeah. And then I think that the one of these that had the definitely like most impact on people that I had met was Cybertron. It seemed like it was the most popular. And I think it's just because of the time slot that it had. It came on 6:30 in the morning before school, so everybody's waking up, eating breakfast, getting ready to go to school. Fucking Transformers Cybertron is on Cartoon Network.
I think that generation what like consumed more animated shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's just like
because this was like during the
the
time of like Yu-Gi-Oh and fucking Pokemon.
Like
on
that's
WB
right
Kids.
when animated shows like that broke through and they actually made like popular shows. These were like right before the fucking line, you know what I mean? I don't think they made the cut, but I mean this one's good. That one's good.
Armada, yeah. The show itself is actually not that good. I think if I was to make you sit down and watch the shows, you would have drastically different opinions.
I'm sure, yeah. That's always... Because, like, so another thing, too, is, let's say, Cybertron. It had the dialogue in the opening video.
Mm-hmm.
And another show that's like that now, like, you can either go the approach, let's make it super fun and weird and like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it's just like a banger of a song.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can go like the dialogue approach. And then you've got like another instance of that is like Avatar.
Yeah.
One of the best shows to ever exist. And it's just got this shitty dialogue opener. You know what I mean? Like
everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
If I was just to watch the opener, I don't know. I'd be like, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I don't know.
I think that's crazy. I love the Avatar opener.
I mean, I like it too, but it doesn't really have like a huge pull factor, I think.
Huh. The reason that I like it so much is that it does kind of surmise the world they live in. It gives you a little bit of backstory, but that'll change when the Fire Nation attack. You know, it gives you the whole thing. They explain the elements, and then while it's going on, you have the animations of the different benders doing their thing while she's explaining it. I always thought that was super cool. You get to see the different, like the different martial arts styles.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. But
not a fan of the monologue.
Yeah, too much monologue.
Yeah.
They put a mix monologue
Yeah.
and fucking
definitely the impact on that for sure, and like gives it a wow factor like nothing else. It's great. It's really good.
It doesn't really have that on Avatar.
The story of this also phenomenal. Now, the Beast Wars and Beast Machine stories were really good. The dialogue in the show is kind of poor because it's written for kids and all that. But the actual story, everything that happens, it's interesting. It keeps you grabbed in. And it's a little more mature than like the Gen 1 Transformers where that they're all like, we have to stop Megatron because he's stealing the rubies of Burma. That's an actual plot. He's in Burma stealing rubies because they can somehow press rubies into fucking Energon.
Oh, that's righteous.
Yeah, the Gen 1 is kind of really bad and cheesy, and it's just
Okay, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Did you like Yu-Gi-Oh?
Loved it.
You liked it?
Loved it.
Okay, have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh! In a minute, or?
I quit watching it after they got rid of Joey. Joey was my favorite character on the show.
Okay, I tried to rewatch, and I go in there, and the first episode is absolute dog water.
Grandpa's blue eyes!
I fucking hated it.
Doesn't Kaiba, he buys it and he like rips it in half or
and
something?
And he's like, I don't know. Yeah, he rips it in half in front of his grandpa. And his grandpa's like, ooh!
It's even worse than that. It like puts all their faces on the screen, dude.
Yeah, but his grandpa didn't give a fuck about the card a second ago.
Yeah.
But now, oh no, it's my prime possession!
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like, he does the heart of the cards thing in the beginning. On the first episode.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, this guy's got 3 fucking blue eyes white dragons on my first time ever playing a card game. He's like, no! And then he's just like, my grandpa, he would want me to draw these cards. Please, grandpa, get a hard dick.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's just like, heart of the cards. And then he pulls the fucking 5 cards or whatever. And I don't know. But
I think the thing that
I was like, the only thing that anybody remembers of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is all in the first episode.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fucking get
Yeah.
out of here.
I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, like the only thing that's really important that anybody ever talks about, like if you've never watched it, you're talking about the Blue Eyes White Dragon and you're talking about Exodia.
Yeah. Or Dark Magician.
I mean, the biggest things though is Exodia and fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? I don't know anything about the Dark Magician.
Oh,
And then there's obviously like trap cards. That's cool.
Yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah.
like you're gonna be like, shh, and then you're gonna be like, oh, summon Exodia.
Yeah.
That's it.
See, I was really
it's
into
all
it.
in the first episode.
I think one of the things that sucked me into it was I've really always kind of been into card games. Like Magic is just the one that really, I stuck to and clung to. And when I was a kid, I'm really into like Egyptian mythology, And the fact that they tap into that with like he's got a pharaoh living inside of the sphere and part of him, he's a reincarnation of
I
the pharaoh.
bet that, I'm just fucking shitting on it because I only watched the first episode.
It is bad. It's a kids show from
but
the
I'm
fucking
sure
early
it's
2000s.
a lot better later on. That's what I'm saying.
It gets really bad. Like later on, they whenever it gets to later generations of Yu-Gi-Oh, they have like instead of it being cards, they have like little capsules that have the creatures living in them.
Yeah.
And then you get to it's like 5DS or wherever, where the guy's on a motorcycle and he's like playing Yu-Gi-Oh on a motorcycle. He's going down the fucking highway and he's like slapping a card up there. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's fucking ridiculous, man.
I don't know. I want to watch one of the episodes where he's like, "You've activated my trap card."
Yeah.
What happens though? Like if you lose, do you die?
I don't think so. Not all
There
the
was
time, but
one
there's
where it was
sometimes where
like-
they don't die. They go to the Shadow Realm. It's different.
The actual player of the cards.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's WB Kids.
But the guy, the monsters can actually attack you.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
yeah, the show is definitely weird, and the thing that really sucks about it is that the card game doesn't work at all like that they show it in the show.
No.
If you tried to play the card game like that, they'd be like, hey man, that's a rules violation. Get out of here.
I know. It'd be cool, though.
One of
if
my
they made it that way.
You ever seen the fucking video where the guy's in VR and he's all like, I play Pot of Greed. And
Yes,
then I
I
play
have.
Pot of Greed.
Yeah.
And the other guy's like, no! I fucking...
Yeah, but he has like the longest turn ever because
Yeah.
he plays Pot of Greed.
But he keeps grabbing the same card and then replaying.
Yeah.
He's like, and then I play Pot of Greed. And I draw 2 cards. And then I play
Pot of Greed.
Pot of Greed. It's so good.
And it's the fucked up face pot, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me as a Magic player that card is banned for being too good. A card that just says draw 2 cards. That's divination, bro. That's one of the most, it's a chaff common, you know? It's so funny how different card games, they value stuff differently, you know?
Smite.
Yeah.
There's a new god coming out.
Imagine if they decided to change the lore on some of the gods just because.
The god is a whale.
No way.
So what god is it, I think? What
Is there-
gods are whales?
Is there, well, you think it's
'Cause-
going to be Kojira? Isn't that a Japanese, like, Shinto thing where that they... Let me look. Poseidon 2.0.
It is. You called it. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's Kujira.
Yeah, boy! I'm
That's
actually excited for
sick.
that. It's going to be dope. Is it Shinto?
It says Bake Kujira. What is that?
Is it like a kami?
Look. Oh. Like, we can put this in there. Let's watch this. and just put this-
I remember being free. The sea is my home. Diving, drifting, and rising to meet the sun.
Beautiful.
Then, pain. 100 teeth dug into me. I could not fight them. The humans. I drifted away. My anger simmering. My sadness giving way to vengeance. The darkness took me. In the deep. I opened my eyes. I was compelled. I rose to the surface again, not finding the sun. Only the humans. And my vengeance. They will know the despair that drives me. They will mourn as I have mourned. and suffer as I have
Dude, I hope it looks like
suffered.
that. That is fucking sick.
They will come to fear. Wake Kujira.
Dude, I'm fucking excited.
It's fucking sick. Yeah, I bet he is a support. I mean, it has to be.
Well, it could be a warrior. We haven't had a warrior in a while.
Yeah, it'd be kind of weird having a warrior whale.
Yeah, I know
though.
he's got to be a support, right?
It has to be. Yeah, the body block mechanic would be, or it's not even a mechanic, but the body blocking would be phenomenal because he's a whale. He's huge.
Yeah. Dude, I'm excited. That looks sick.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for the chibi for that. He's a little whale.
Yeah, dude. I bet the skins are gonna be sick. Honestly, I bet the base skin just looks gnarly.
Primo.
Yeah. Hey, Wizards, what the fuck? Hi-Rez is doing great, man.
Wizards, what the fuck?
Yeah, you guys just did a collab with them. Why
Yeah,
don't you fucking learn
what's
from
up with
them?
the Pinkertons though?
Yeah,
That's the real deal.
yeah.
Stop the
Yeah, don't-
Pinkerton stuff.
Don't do shit like that. Like,
What is that?
I know leaks are bad. I get that. But like, if you weren't releasing 100 products every week, people wouldn't give a fuck that much about. Oh, what's coming out? Is it something I should buy? Everybody's got a plan now for what Wizards product they're gonna buy. They're reinventing D&D. By the way, they're completely changing monks.
Weird.
They are broken now, dude.
I thought they were broken before.
Monks, I mean, I like them. I really like their utility, but they weren't really dealing that much damage. But now, like, some big things that are happening. Your Flurry of Blows, which is like you would be able to get a bonus attack. Now, you don't have to have you used to have a normal attack before you could activate it. Now, any action. Or even if you want to do it before your action, you can activate it whenever.
No shit.
Which is amazing because now you can, like, aid people, pick them up off the ground and then still get in some attacks.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you get 3 attacks instead of 2 when you get to higher level.
Jesus
Stupid,
Christ.
man. And they're reducing the amount of the key points you have to spend for everything, and you regenerate more of them now. So Stunning Strike, like the reason that monks were so good, in my opinion, was when you played Shadow Monk, you could just teleport behind somebody's back in their shadow, punch them in the balls, stun them, and then your team can just fucking murder them. You weren't dealing any damage. You were high mobility control was
Yeah.
kind of how I played a monk.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But another thing, you can use weapons as a monk now, and you get to apply your Stunning Strike and shit with weapons again, which is something they had a long time ago and they took away. You could only use your hands for, Stunning Strike. But now if you're a monk and you're using a staff or a sword or whatever, you can do it with that. They're changing key points to being discipline points now. They're
Dude.
trying to get away from the Eastern mysticism thing because they said that it seemed kind of problematic to just be like every monk is like a fucking Buddhist monk type deal, which means I'm about to be like a fucking Benedictine monk, like
Monk.
I'm gonna be one of those guys. I'm just gonna recite bits of the King James Bible while I'm beating the shit out of people. I'm gonna be a fucking like Christian monk from Europe. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it.
Dude, I watched the Super Smash Bros. Movie. You seen it?
I didn't know there was one.
What with Jack Black and he does the Peaches song?
I didn't know that was a Super Mario. I thought it was Super Mario.
Or yeah, Super.
Oh, okay.
Smash. Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Oh, yeah.
Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, how was it?
I don't know, dude. It wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. I mean,
didn't-
I've really hyped it up. So
I didn't think it was gonna be good.
I
How was Chris Pratt as Mario?
don't know, man. Yeah, and then a weird decision that they made, and it doesn't really matter in the story of the plot or the plot of the thing.
Luigi's gay.
No, Mario doesn't like mushrooms. Like he doesn't eat them. He doesn't like them.
Man, that kind of just shits in fucking 40 years of fucking lore.
So then, like, whenever he's like, "Oh, you need to get the power ups," he's like, "I don't want to because I don't like mushrooms." Has nothing to do with the plot of the story. It's just literally there for no reason.
Does he put in the fucking Kabuki raccoon butt plug and fucking fly around?
He does.
Hell yeah.
For just a second.
Oh.
It's really lame. The whole power up thing is really lame.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Are there any
He
like
calls Donkey Kong a monkey, like
Come back here, you big monkey!
derogatory term, monkey. It's, it's hilarious.
Okay, that's interesting. They put Donkey Kong in it. That's strange.
Yeah. Peach does not get captured
No.
and is a badass the entire movie.
Who?
Mario, she drags Mario along. Mario is the side character. Peach
Huh.
is the actual hero of the story.
Okay, that's cool. You know, you got to do the feminist thing. You got to hit your agenda. Now,
But
let me ask
no,
you
like
the important
Mario's
questions.
the main character, but Peach is the one that actually is the hero.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that does
saying.
all of the
Yeah.
heroic action.
Yeah, you got to do that.
It's weird.
But here's the question: Does anybody throw a baby penguin off of an ice shelf in the movie?
The first thing they do in the movie, Bowser conquers the penguins.
Nice.
So no, they didn't throw him off an ice shelf, but they just like shit on him and encaged him.
Nice. Do you see like Shy Guys and stuff like that in the movie? Like, did they bring in like all
There's
the
no
little minor
booze.
characters?
There's like a
What?
hint towards like Luigi's Mansion, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it might be.
But they kind of blew it. I was like, oh man, they could have totally done Luigi's Mansion right here, but no, they didn't.
Disappointing.
Those little red guys that just like look like just
That's a
have,
Shy Guy.
yeah. So they have Shy Guys. They have the dead Koopas
Mhm.
that can like regroup or whatever.
Is Yoshi?
And that's it. Bowser, kind of a fucking dickhead the whole time. I was like, what? This
Nice.
is weird. I don't know. He wasn't like menacing. He was just like a fucking actual dickhead.
Give it to me out of 10.
I'll go 6.
There's no excuse for a company that's as big as Nintendo with as much money as they have. That movie should have been a 10 out of 10. They should have. hit it out of
Well,
the park.
It fucking blew up in the box office. I mean, a lot of people loved it.
Yeah.
Just me, I'm like, it was okay. Because they got a fucking stacked cast, right? But they, I don't know, it just wasn't, the plot isn't that good.
Man, I don't know.
And then another thing is like, the brother, like his dad, Mario's dad is more like Mario, like traditional Mario than anything else. Mario is, okay, what happens is like they make a fucking, they're plumbers in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
They make a fucking company called Super Mario Bros. Which is weird because imagine like you and your brother make like if me and Josh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we're gonna be Austin's company.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
Yeah.
the Austin brothers,
Also-
not the Nash brothers. We're gonna be the Austin brothers.
Also, why
What is
Super?
that?
You know, the only reason it was called Super Mario Bros. Was because it was for the Super Nintendo. So why not just call it Mario Bros?
Yeah, it was weird. But then they like go into a magical world, come out super like Narnia-esque.
Yeah. Did they fall in like the green pipe?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. At least they
Super
did that
well,
right.
it wasn't that. It was like a real pipe and
Oh.
it sucks. It sucked them in. So that's not right. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that wasn't right. They just like they really stretched.
Was there a water level?
No.
God.
But they did have like a tiny little scene like where he falls in the water and those little
The little piranha
jellyfish things are there.
Oh.
The piranha things, the level with the piranhas that are coming out of the water and you're just running really fast, that's there.
Was there any of the like big ball things on chains fighting?
No.
What about the Venus flytrap plant?
The actual bomb guy for
Yeah.
a fucking Nintendo 64 is in there.
Nice.
And that's cool.
That's-
and they
that's
blow
cool.
him up, which is crazy.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
You think he wanted it? Now here's my question. Here's my question.
He was
Do
a
you,
menace.
do you think it exists in the Wreck-It Ralph
he
universe?
sat down and killed a man? Yes, it's the same. It's the same thing.
Okay, the reason I'm asking,
But I think Wreck-It Ralph did a way better job.
Wreck-It Ralph was good, and all of the little nostalgia things that they did in it was fucking perfect, dude. You have like
Yeah.
Sonic in there randomly. You got fucking Cubert. Like Wreck-It Ralph is great. Second one's not good.
Yeah, the second one's not as good. But yeah, Wreck-It Ralph fucking banged, but fucking I don't think they really did the justice that needed to be done for Mario.
Hey man,
And then like they had a whole like Rainbow Road, driving on the Rainbow Road thing. And they kind of I don't
see
know, that was
stuff like
whack.
that. Stuff like that. Like it seems almost impossible to actually fit that in a story. It's like they just put that in because they know people are going to be like, "Oh, I drove on that on the 64."
Yeah, most of the shit was whack.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of the stuff I've been seeing in movies and shit lately is that they just like
And the Peach song,
it wasn't until the credits, was it?
no, it was. They just fucking they interrupted it.
Oh.
So it's like not even the full song.
I mean, that's I feel pretty common in movies.
I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, they interrupted it and then like it's That's probably the funniest scene because Bowser is really jealous of Mario because he thinks that Peach is trying to fuck him the whole time.
Oh, okay.
That's the entire plot of the story is that Bowser's like gonna try to kill Mario because he thinks
He's
that
horny.
Peach trying to because he's horny. He wants to fuck Peach.
Yeah.
So he's like singing the Peaches song, and then the guy comes up. It's like the little wizard guy, Koopa guy,
Yeah.
and he's just like, "Sir."
Does he have the beard?
Yeah. He's like, "Ah!" And he's ungodly powerful.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's like, "Sir, she seems happy with the Mario guy. It's some weird Italian plumber." Oh, and another thing, he doesn't have an accent. That's at the very beginning of the movie.
Mario doesn't have an accent.
He does the accent for the commercial that he does for his business. And then
it's
he's
just
like,
regular Chris Pratt.
yes. And then he does regular Chris Pratt voice the whole time. And he's like, "Do you think the accent's too much?" And his family's like, "No, I don't think so. It's fine."
It's
like, what? No, you have to do the accent.
yeah.
What are you talking about?
See, my thing is, I don't understand why they didn't just get the normal voice actor.
I know. That blows.
Like, the thing that sucks is, like, I genuinely feel like Chris Pratt kind of has been ruining shit lately. Like, simply including him. Like, I was a big fan of him during Parks and Rec, man. And
Well, he does Parks and Rec, and then he did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is really good.
Other than
the
that,
Jurassic World movies, he's a terrible, terrible character in them.
yeah.
But, I mean, again, that's a tough to call if it's him, or if it's the writing, or if it's the production. But I genuinely think it's all of those things.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But, yeah. I don't have Max anymore, and it sucks because I was going to give you my Max password. I wanted you to watch fucking...
And then
Movie.
Bowser's like, or no, the guy's like, "Oh yeah, she's coming with this one guy, and they're coming here or whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And then Bowser's like, "Sit down with me for a minute." And then they start playing the piano, and he's playing the do 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 do, and the other guy's like, do 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 do, bing bing, and they're just having a conversation, and he's like, "Do you think that the guy's kind of charming? Like, do you think he could probably pull Princess Peach or what?" And he's just like, "I don't know, maybe." Like, and then he's just like, "Oh, that's fucking bullshit." And he goes, "Goosh," and slams the guy's hand. He's like, "Just make sure it doesn't happen. I got a fucking chode and I'm ready to fuck."
You need to cuck this guy right now.
Dude, yeah. That's when I thought it was funny because he just gives away, like, he's just like, "Man, I'm mad because I think that Mario might have a chance."
Do you think that Bowser has a hemipenes like a normal turtle?
Yes.
That means he's got two really disgusting looking dicks.
Actually, I don't think he really has a dick. Like Mario, he's just like, he doesn't have anything.
Okay.
Nobody has anything. Everybody in movies like that is just asexual. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's some plot holes in that. What happens when everybody gets old?
They make Luigi a fucking bitch.
Most things make Luigi a bitch. I think he's just canonically...
Luigi's mansion, though, is like crazy. Like, he is dope.
Yeah. I think it's a tough gig for Luigi because, he's always like the little brother character. He's never the main character. And he's also dog shit in Mario Kart on the 64.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you play Toad.
Toad is badass in the movie, though.
Yeah? Hell yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah, he's fucking
I love him.
dope.
I actually did have one more thing I wanted to talk about really quick. I'm sorry.
What do we got?
So I did say I was going to read the Animosity comic, and Austin did drag it in the mud quite a bit.
Yeah.
I actually read the first one, and it was compelling, so I went and I got the second one. And these are, the first 5 comics. I think each one of the collected editions is 5 comics. 5, and then 5, and then 5. I've read all 4 of them that they had at my library. And I'm going to give you a rating of what I've read so far. The general plot and story.
It's a 1.
No.
10. Dog
So
shit.
I'm going to say the world building,
Okay.
like the world they're in, 10 out of 10. It's actually phenomenal. Dude.
No, it's not 10 out of 10.
No, it is.
You got to give it an 8.
No. Listen, I'm going to tell you because
Okay.
I'm not giving this comic any kind of good review.
Okay.
The world building and the generalized story, 10 out of 10. It is phenomenal. It's great. Art style, 8 out of 10. Really, really good.
Okay.
Some drawbacks to it. And I don't think it is actually the artist's fault. I think it's the person who did the art direction, and they wanted like certain scenes put in certain ways. Now the main character, the main two is
We didn't do Song of the Week either.
Oh no, we didn't. We can touch on that.
Okay, we'll do that after this.
The main two characters are holy shit, I can't remember her name. I think her name's Jessie Hernandez. Yeah, that's what it is. And then Sandor, the dog. I'm gonna give them both like a 4 out of 10 as far as like characters go. The dialogue between them is just piss poor.
Okay.
And the dog is kind of like this hard ass weird guy who's a dog that can talk, and he acts like he's a badass and all this, but it's like, bro, you're a dog and you've only had sentience for a year.
Yeah.
And what sucks too is it's really just him, because all of the other like the side character animals and stuff, they're phenomenal. There's a deer who found out that he can hook his antlers in grenades, dude, and he fucking launches grenades at people. Great. Also very compelling. There's a goat, I think his name's Zazamora, and he's like a fucking punk. He's got like piercings and he wears a leather jacket, and he's actually really fucking dope. Has a little heartbreaking little mini arc for him where that his brother gets kidnapped and killed and eaten by people, and he like comes in and they're eating his brother. Gnarly, really heartbreaking. Side characters, 9 out of 10. They're great, and they're really, really well written. The dialogue is good. But the problem with my main problem with the story is that the two main characters, the ones that you spend the most time with, the girl, it's like it was written from a 12-year-old girl's power trip. She is a 12, 13-year-old girl, but she's somehow smarter than every adult that they come across. And it's like weird shit. She can lockpick. She can hotwire cars. She fucking knows all the sciencey shit. And she has like philosophical fucking debates with people. And I'm like, man, you could have, I'm fine with whatever. You know, you want to make this an interesting character. But she just doesn't really fit into the setting as much.
Gotta fucking humble yourself, bitch.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit, yeah. They kind of really make her the superhero who's not a superhero kind of thing. And I think it's just main character syndrome, really, you know? They're like, she's the main character, so she has to go through all of this really. Some of it's gnarly. Some of it's really fucking gnarly. And I think I'm going to do a detailed YouTube review on my own personal channel about it because I really did love it, man. And there's more. I'm going to get more, and I'm going to continue reading it because the creator, the lady who did create all of the plot and everything, she did such a phenomenal job. The world is amazing. And in the back of one of the books, they have like what's happening outside of the U.S. And it's like fucking 10 pages of this is what's happening in Africa. This is what's happening in Asia. And it's not all the same. It's these very unique and really cool shit. Some of it I want to read about, like in India and it might have been in North Africa. It was either in North Africa or India and South Asia where that an elephant took over. And it talks about, elephants are really smart. They practice religion. They're really peaceful. They do all this stuff. And she's unified. She's got people working together. And then there's also a breakdown of what's happening in each individual state in the United States. You know, in this state, the fucking cows took over. They killed all the dairy farmers, and they're currently running. And the only way you can get milk is they have to barter with them. Now you got to work with them. It's cool. Get a little bit of world building. This is what's happening in Wisconsin. Cool. In Virginia, there's a fucking vulture that can spit acid on people, and it's taken over. It's fucking, it sounds silly, but whenever you read it in context of what's happening, it's actually brutal. It's disgusting. It's horrifying.
All right.
They make a good job of making it scary because it has this cult of both humans and animals who are all like, we need to eat by any means necessary. That means we'll eat humans, we'll eat animals, eat anything that comes through. Gnarly. And you get put in some very intense situations. Like I said, Zaza, he ends up seeing his brother get fucking eaten right in front of him. And then they take the girl and they're like, we're just going to eat the girl. We're just going to. And they go into a room and they have humans up on fucking meat hooks hanging. Like, dude, this is where the art really shows through. Anytime there's like gore or anything brutal like that, or the artists do phenomenal. It's really, really captivating, really good. But it's just that the two main characters are. And then it's like.
Just like character development is ass? Or?
Yeah, and it's not even just that. It's like the dog kills the girl's parents to get her away. And the dog does this by like, somehow the dog finds pills, gives the mom pills because the mom's like suicidal. And he's like, here, you can do this. Well, then the dad finds out, starts beating the shit out of the dog, and the dog just rips the dad's throat out. And then dog takes the girl, runs away, and is all like, scavengers killed your parents. But it never, why? He had a good relationship with, there's flashbacks where he had a good relationship with the mom. So why kill her? She was the only one that took care of him.
There's no point.
Yeah, there's like some of it just feels unresolved, and it kind of just feels like that they made it happen because they needed a reason for the girl and the dog to be alone. They needed a reason for it.
I gotcha.
And that is one of the shortcomings of it. I would say overall, give it a 7 out of 10. I will say, if you're into comic books, you should read it. It's a great breath of fresh air from, I've been reading a lot of superhero comics, and it's very far away from being that. They don't really explain why the animals are talking, but that makes sense to me. Normal people wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Like, there's scientists, they're trying to figure out what's going on, because even animals that don't, and they make a point of this, even animals that don't have vocal cords are able to talk. So there's some kind of magic thing that's going on, and there's a lot of discussion. There's a lot of religious discussion that goes on. They find I think it's a pangolin that runs a religious cult at the end of a waterfall, and she recites bits from the Quran and talks about how Mormons were the only people who truly believed that animals had souls. So that's why some of them went over to that route. They became Mormons. I mean, it is interesting, and the world is fascinating. The art is beautiful when it's beautiful. It never is ever bad. But there's bits of it where it's just kind of bland. Kind of like, like you're just eating fucking noodles with no sauce on it, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like not inedible, but you're just like,
Yeah.
But, Animosity. Check it out. For sure. It was at my library. You can probably find it at yours.
Song of the week.
Song of the week. I wanted to pick a theme song from a TV show that we really like.
All right, you go first.
Okay. So, I'm going to show, I've talked about it a lot because the music on it is actually phenomenal. But I'm going to go with the True Detective Season 1 opening. I'm a big sucker for the
What's the show?
True Detective Season 1.
It's trash.
I'm a big sucker for the finger rake.
Yeah, that's garbage. There's an ostinato the entire time is garbage. You're gonna talk shit about mine then. All right. Oh shit. What? That's it. Mission Impossible.
I was like, what is this, Bananarama?
I'm gonna go. Actually, I want to look one up real quick.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay. So this is a throwback. Super popular show.
It's Grey's Anatomy.
No, it's Malcolm in the Middle, Boss of Me by They Might Be Giants.
Yes, no, maybe. I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now, and you're not so big.
I'll probably stop it there. It's 20 seconds. But yeah, that's a banger.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, literally no complaints. Even the intro to the show is phenomenal.
Yeah.
There's so much nostalgia. You watch it, and he's got like all the fucking 90s like TV shows that he's watching, and great.
I was never really a huge fan of the show, but the intro song is such a banger.
You should watch the show because it is still today fucking amazing.
I think it's the weird kid that I just don't like that much because I don't think he's funny.
Which one? Dewey?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason that he's funny is that he is so weird.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
But fucking...
the only reason I would watch it today is to see what Bryan Cranston was doing in that time.
You get to see Bryan Cranston in a fucking sequin suit in rollerblades out dancing on the sidewalk one day.
Yeah, I think that the mother does a good job in that show.
She's amazing. She's such a bitch, dude. It's great.
Yeah. I think she does a good job in that show.
Fucking...
She's funny.
Yeah.
She's funny. I've watched a scene where she, like, somebody hits her car with the door, and then she just hits their car back with her door, and they hit her car, and she's like, oh, yeah? It's just like they keep hitting each other's car doors, and then she's just like, goosh. And then it's like, okay. I'm like, yes, dude, that is the best.
Dude. Yeah. Tough gig. Fucking having 4 kids with that kind of age disparity. It's like each of them has a 3-year separation. It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
But there's some great stuff. There's like fucking...
Malcolm is the guy from... Wait, Malcolm is the main character, right?
Yeah, he's from Big Fat Liar.
From Big Fat Liar and
he's a NASCAR driver
Cody
now?
Banks. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I wonder if Bryan Cranston is like tight with any of those people.
Uh,
Because he's like tight with Aaron Paul.
yeah.
And everybody else is
I
like,
think
man.
that he didn't. The thing that's wild though is that like he didn't blow up during the Malcolm in the Middle era, but
No.
after Breaking Bad, he was in all kinds of shit. Did they put him in Godzilla?
I think he's way better in Breaking Bad than he is in the Malcolm Middle and stuff. Though.
But you know,
Like, he's good.
Okay,
He's-
I think
he's
his
always been
character-
good.
I think his character's better. But when you watch him actually in the show, like how he plays this zany, weird dad, he is phenomenal as an actor, dude.
Yeah.
He gets into character so good that it's like when I first watched Breaking Bad and I knew it was him, it was so disorienting.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's his role is like the weird zany shit, but then
Yeah.
he's over here doing this fucking insane ass fucking bald motherfucking guy. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is mint.
I love what it did too, because between what it did for
Like,
him
it's
and what
up
it did
there.
for Giancarlo, you know, the guy who plays Gus. I don't remember how to pronounce his last name, or if it's Is
Oh.
it Esperito?
I don't
Is
know.
that-
I don't really.
But-
I don't know. I guess he did a good job because I fucking hate him in the show.
Yeah, but the thing is like what I'm saying is what it did for their careers. That they were both older actors, you know, and all of a sudden they're fucking the hottest thing, dude.
Yeah.
He's been the guy who played Gus. He's been in 1,000 things since then, and he's done amazing in every one of them. He was Moff
Dude.
Gideon in The Mandalorian. He was in fucking
So there's this viral
The guys,
video that
the
went
boys.
out, and it's Seth Rogen, and he says, just keep trying for like whatever you're doing. Like, it's trying to be like inspirational,
yeah,
but he's like, in this business, like, you can break big like anytime. Cause like he said it, like Ian McKellen, he nobody knew who he was, and all of these years of acting, nobody
Yeah.
knew who he was until he did like Magneto.
yeah. He was, well, the thing is that he was a very highly decorated theater actor. Not a movie actor, you know. But I mean, yeah, same thing's true for like Patrick Stewart, the guy who played fucking Professor Xavier. You know, he didn't get really big until he was Picard in fucking Star Trek. You know, and it's wild. You know, I don't know, it's wild, but
But he was like 60 something.
yeah,
So that's what he's trying to say. Like, it can hit you at any time, so just keep trying or whatever. But
I know, but like
That's
that's
cool.
the thing. The thing is, like, you know, keep trying. But like,
yeah.
he was making money doing theater and stuff like that, so it's not like he
Oh,
was
yeah.
fucking, you know, broke and lying on the side of the road.
Yeah,
but
quit your job and fucking
move to Hollywood. Don't do that.
Dude, people do that, and they get successful. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, but like only one in every like 15,000. Most of them end up
I
living
had a
on the
buddy-
streets in fucking San Francisco.
I had this guy, he was like addicted to fucking painkillers and shit.
Hell yeah.
And obviously he didn't like his fucking life, but then he got like really into photography. But anyway, he fucking went to school. I went to school with him and all that, and Josh was good buddies with him. And then like he pretty much Josh used to hang out with a bunch of druggies, so I just thought, you know, some druggie that Josh fucking likes and whatever. I didn't really think too much about it, but he was a cool guy. And then he got really into photography, started posting like videos and stuff, and they were all really good. And so I started like following and being like, oh yeah, this is sick. And then one day he just fucking packed up all his shit and moved to California, like LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then like with no, like he didn't have a job or anything there, and made it work. Now he's like shooting for like Playboy and Vogue and shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it does happen. And I mean, it's not even just that. It can literally happen with anything. You know, like you could fucking be 40 years old and then you decide to go get an engineering degree. And then the next thing you know, you've just invented some new tech that's going to change the world. Like it's anything. Anything
Yeah.
can happen at any point in time. But the odds are not in your favor.
No.
And that's the problem with a lot of these people who are successful and delusional, and they tell you just keep doing it, it will work, it will
yeah.
work. That's
Right.
not true, man.
Yeah.
The stars have to align. It doesn't matter if you are the best at what you do, because it's just like anything, you know. It's all about your charisma. It's all about your reputation. And I mean, like you can be the absolute best at anything, and then have like a bad rep because that something went wrong that you couldn't control, right? And then
Mhm.
that just ruins it for you.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know, man. Life is such a stupid thing, and success is not something that you can really quantify and measure.
That's another thing. Is like everybody's measuring it off of like fucking
It's
how
always
much
money.
money.
It's always
Yeah, and
that.
it's like, money literally isn't worth anything.
Yeah.
It's not a real thing. It's something that it's not a real thing. You know what I mean?
I don't even think that it's happiness. I don't even think happiness is the real measurement of success. I think that it's are you doing what you want? Do you have the impact in the world that you want? That's success right there.
Yeah, that's hard to achieve.
Exactly. You can be happy and not be doing those two things. You can be a happy, unsuccessful person.
Yeah.
Everybody, that's the other thing. It's like, do what you want, make the impact that you want in the world. It's not likely that you're going to be able to, but that's what you should try to do. I don't think that everybody should quit their jobs and fucking try to fully commit to it. I think that
That's what I'm doing.
Well, yeah, but we've also been building on it for fucking 6 months.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? It's not like you're just quitting.
Here's a real thing though.
Starting it.
People that I'm talking to, they're like, "Oh, what are you going to do?" Like, cuz even in the military, they're like, "Oh, you excited to get out? Like, what are you going to do? Like, focus on your job?" And I'm like, "No, I just quit it. Like, I just put in my notice."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, well, how are you going to survive if you just quit both of your jobs?" And I'm like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like super decided on it,
The freedom that's going to come with it, though, man, is going to allow you to do
but
whatever
the thing
you want.
is, like, they're like, what are you going to focus on your pod? Like, it's laughing, but it's like, I don't know, we get like 10 subs every month, or not every month, but like every couple of weeks. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's only going to grow faster.
Absolutely. And then the
So,
thing is, too, is that this isn't everything.
It's a viable possibility, but it's nothing that I'm relying on.
No.
But it's a possibility that it happens.
And this is just a stepping stone, too. This could turn into anything. It could turn into a recording studio. It could turn into a YouTube channel. It could turn into anything.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But that's what I'm going to focus on, yeah. Hey, this is podcast number 30. And we have pumpkin pies. And are you going to eat pumpkin pie for,
It's our time of year, yeah.
You're going to get some?
Yeah, I've actually already had some.
Nice, dude. I didn't go to Thanksgiving.
I thought you would.
Bacon cream pies. In your mom's eyes, bacon cream pies. All the time.
Everybody see my shoe?
I hate tomatoes, but I love ketchup.
Can't find it. I'm
That's
looking
just a
everywhere.
thing, and it's not even true.
Please, I have to drive
When
home.
I think about you, I have to say,
Have an
it
edible
was
earlier.
hard to leave you
I
alone.
think I'm going to shit my pants.
Please, God, help me leave you alone.
Ron Jeremy.